Okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order. Welcome to our June 21st council meeting. Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Matt, would you start us with a roll call?
Councilor Hickerson. Here. Zadi.
Here.
Demas.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Halter. Batolo.
Here.
Savage.
Here.
West.
Here.
Mayor Como.
Here. Councilors, first order of business, I'd entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the City Council meeting of June 7th, 2022. We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're going to move right on to the presentations and proclamations. And at this time, we're going to delay this because Mr. Brubaker is at the Green River City Council meeting. We'll come back to this if need be. And move on to the public hearing section of our agenda. We have two public hearings, the first being public hearing for the consideration of the City of Rock Springs proposed budget for fiscal year 2022-2023, of which we'll take action under Resolution 2022-75. Is there anyone here wishing to comment on this public hearing? Anyone? Yeah, go ahead. Come on up. If you would, state your name for the record and give your comments.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying at first. My name's Justin Hilton. I'm a citizen of Rock Springs. Well, I come here tonight because there's been, something that's been weighing heavy on me since, like 2 years ago. We had a police chief who, he infringed on a man's First Amendment right. I believe you were there, Mr. Como. And now
Hail, Como, right?
Yes, that was a matter of fact. Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't be too proud to go by that, but yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah. So, with that being said, now he's running for sheriff, and I just wanted to bring that out there. I don't see how.
Your Honor, just a point of order real quick. We're in a public hearing for the budget. Your time would be under petitions, I think.
That's
is
what I
what
thought this was.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're taking
I
comments
thought you were
on-
getting
yeah.
around to that, but if it's
No, I
not
have
going to
no
work towards
idea
the,
about the budget. I thought that was the public commenting part. My bad. I was about to
It'll come up here in
lay
just
my
a few
spiel
minutes.
out. My bad.
well, I appreciate it. You can come back up. I thought in a roundabout way we were going to end up there, but this is for the public hearing on the fiscal year 2022-23 budget. So is there anyone else wishing to speak? Anyone? And our second public hearing is for a proposed sewer use fee increase, of which we'll take action under Resolution 2022-76. Is there anyone here wishing to speak, give comments on this public hearing? Hearing none, we're going to move into the petition section of our agenda, and this would be the time you could get up, Mr. Hilton, and give your comments.
Sorry about the stuttering, but all right. So to get that out of the way, we have someone running for sheriff that I believe would be a mini tyrant running around in our county, who would not go by our Constitution. Is a plain way to say it. It's just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention, but. Mr. Como, where do you sit on when it comes to not budget? Sorry, when you do contracts for the city, when you guys go to do projects?
Can you be more specific?
The bidding process during a contract hearing, like when you guys get together, you have a company, JFC Engineering. Is that correct?
Correct.
Where do you, like, and everybody here has to go through the bidding process, and I would assume you're in on the bidding process. Is that right?
Absolutely not. I don't participate in the review committee or any part of that process, to tell you the truth.
Interesting. Okay.
Is there
enough.
something that tends to lead you in the other direction?
Yeah, a little bit, but
Is it?
well, we have several other engineering companies in town, and I mean, not knocking you for being ambitious or ambiguous, the positive term, but that's just kind of what it seems like that you might be in on it. That's what my assumption. That's what the gears are turning, in my head. That's why I wanted to say that.
You're
Ask that.
absolutely incorrect.
Okay. Well, at least people know that, so that's good.
Is there specifics that you want to bring forward that you think maybe that's not the case?
No. I did want to ask that and bring it up. I mean, whether I was right or wrong, I didn't. Maybe I was unsure, and that was maybe something that the community would want to know.
I think the community does know, but the way that's handled is through staff. Public Works puts together a selection committee. They select request RFPs, and they review those. They submit them to the city council, and they're selected. So I participate in no part of that whatsoever.
Okay. And then just about the people with the chickens. I'm not one of them. I'm not looking to raise any chickens or nothing. But as we can see, the price of gas and the food prices have gone up over the last 2 years or so, and people have just been wanting to do them. I've got worse stuff. People are wanting to prep and do their own, to be able to rely on themselves more now that we're in times of need all around, right? Am I right? So people are looking to rely more on themselves to raise their chickens, to raise their eggs. And my point that I was bringing is not the chicken or the eggs, was that I would rather live in a community with people that have full stomachs and that are able to do that themselves than to see desperate parents when they can't feed their kids. And if we're just being honest, it's not easy for everybody here. And I'm not the one complaining saying it's hard. I'm just saying for other people, it's not the same, and that maybe they don't see that compassion or empathy coming from the city council. We have, you guys represent the interests in the community, but maybe you're leaving a few people out that deserve to be heard. And maybe you don't want chickens running around. I get it. I'm not a big fan. I've cleaned chicken coops when I was a kid. But these are good people, and they deserve to be able to raise their chickens, as far as I'm concerned. But they have ordinances that are going against it.
Justin, I'm not quite sure what direction you're going, but this city council, and the reason ordinances are created is because we spend a lot of time listening to constituency, all the people. And when a determination is made whether the community supports or doesn't support it, no matter how we feel about chickens or anything else, these councilors support their constituency. Thus is what occurred the last go around for the second time this request was to review the ordinance, is taken an entire month to listen to constituencies in 4 different wards and get their take on whether they think that having chickens within the corporate city limits is a good thing or a bad thing. And what we found out is there's a lot more constituents out there that feel they are not a good thing within the city limits than there are for. And that's where that determination has came from. So when you say we should listen to those people. They're good people. They're all good people, but you also have to listen to the silent majority of the people who did contact their counselors and help formulate a direction forward.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I mean, I didn't come here for like the chicken part, but I just wanted to say a few things. But definitely the sheriff part, I don't know. I think when it comes to, we're able to elect one law enforcement official. Is that correct? Like the sheriff through the county. Am I right? We don't elect our police chief. We elect our sheriff. And I just want people to remember that there was a time when masks were mandated, and that was something that was up for consideration for people to be arrested, jailed, or fined for threat of not wearing a mask in public. That was brought up, and there was 2 officials that shut that down because they spoke out against it, saying it wasn't legal. But that's all I'm saying. I'm just bringing that up to remind people that there are people out there that wanted to fine you and jail you for not wearing a mask. And that's something to consider when it's re-election time. But I guess that's all I got.
Appreciate your comments. We're still under petitions. Is there anyone else here tonight wishing to address the council on any issue? This is your time. Hearing none, I'm going to close the petition section on the agenda and move on to the officers and staff reports. Councilors, we have 3 items under officers and staff reports. Item number 1 is the health insurance fund recap for May of 2022. 2, the financial report summary of May 2022. And 3, the Rock Springs Renewal Fund financial statements for April 2022. Councilors, I'd entertain a motion to approve the officers and staff reports in place on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next order of business is the council committee and board reports. Councilors, we have 1 item, and I would ask at this time, are there any other items to come up that wish to come forward at this time? And if not, I'd entertain a motion to approve the council committee and board reports in place on file. We have 1 item, the Historical Museum Board meeting minutes of May 11th, 2022.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, this can move us down to the correspondence section of our agenda. We have 1 item, a letter from Elena Koth regarding organizing a fundraiser to bring awareness to cell phones in the council chambers. I mean cystic fibrosis. Councilors, I'd entertain a motion to approve the correspondence in place on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
We do have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're just going to move us on to the bills and claims section of our agenda. Councilors, and item number 1 of the bills and claims for June 21st, 2022. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demas.
I make a motion to approve the bills and claims for June 21st, 2022.
We do have a motion to approve the bills and claims for June 21st, 2022. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 2 is the salaries for June 7th, 2022. Council, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demas.
I make a motion to approve the salaries for June 7th, 2022.
We do have a motion to approve the salaries for June 7th, 2022. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, council, this is going to move us on to the new business items on our agenda. Item number 1 is a request from the Parks and Recreation Department for permission to fill a vacant irrigation specialist position for the Parks Division. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Mr. President,
move to approve this request.
we do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 2 is a request from the Parks and Rec Department for permission to fill a vacant recreation supervisor position for the Rock Springs Family Rec Center's ice arena. Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo,
move to approve this request.
we do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And item number 3 is a request from the Police Department for permission to fill a vacant parking and nuisance control officer 1 position. Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve this request.
We do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on to item number 4 is a request from the Rock Springs Main Street URA for permission to allow malt beverage open containers during the farmers market on Thursdays from July 7th through September 8th, 2022, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on South Main Street, from Bank Court to the A Street overpass. Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Zadi?
I got a question for Chief Ernst Palmer. With this permit, we've had it for, 2 years now, I believe, 3 maybe? Maybe 2.
2, I believe.
Have there been any issues or concerns or problems with it? I know that was a big question when we first started, but I don't recall seeing or hearing anything, so
I don't think we've had any issues at all, Counselor.
thank you. I'll move to approve.
Thought you was going to single out the mayor again for a minute. Got drunk in public or something. Anyway, we do have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item number 5 is a request from Lori Griffin Kohler for permission to hold a block party on Magnolia Drive from Morning Glory Way to Wild Rose Lane on August 14th, 2022, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor, I'd move to approve that request.
We do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 6, request from Lou's Incorporated for permission to transfer their liquor license to Green River to cater the Shishi Jam 2022 picnic on July 23rd, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Expedition Island. Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo,
move to approve this request.
we do have a motion to honor this request. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second has been called. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're going to move on to resolutions, counselors. Item number 1 from the Housing Authority, Resolution 2022-74.
A resolution authorizing and directing Timothy A. Como, acting in his capacity as chairman of the Housing Board, to discharge uncollectible debts for the Rock Springs Housing Authority's project number WY003.
Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Savage.
I move to approve Resolution 2022-74.
We do have a motion to approve 2022-74. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 2, Resolution 2022-75.
A resolution authorizing and directing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to accept and approve a budget submitted for the city of Rock Springs for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2023.
Counselors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Mr. President,
move to approve Resolution 2022-75.
we do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-75. Do we have a second?
Your Honor, I'll make a second, and I'd like to thank staff and department heads for all their work and help on this year.
Absolutely. We do have a second. Roll call.
Counselor Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. And item number 3, resolution 2022-76.
A resolution setting the sewer rate for the period beginning July 1st, 2022.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo.
move to approve Resolution 2022-76.
We have a motion to approve resolution 2022-76. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item 4, resolution 2022-77.
A resolution amending and reenacting Resolution 8825, which declares the intention of the City Council of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to establish water rates in said city.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Savage?
I move to approve Resolution 2022-77.
We do have a motion to approve resolution 2022-77. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 5, resolution 2022-78.
A resolution authorizing Matthew L. McBurnett, the city clerk of the City of Rock Springs, to certify to the county commissioners of Sweetwater County through the county clerk the levies to be made for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2023.
Councilman, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Hickerson?
I move to approve Resolution 2022-78.
We do have a motion to approve resolution 2022-78. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 6, resolution 2022-79.
A resolution declaring the intent of the City of Rock Springs to cooperate fully and assist Sweetwater County and the incorporated municipalities of Sweetwater County in taking all actions necessary in support of the continuation of the existing countywide 2% lodging tax, provided that the City of Rock Springs be represented by a majority of the members constituting the Joint Powers Board.
Councilman, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus?
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-79.
Councilors, we do have a motion to approve resolution 2022-79. Do we have a second?
Your Honor,
Councilman
I'd
Zadi?
like to second with the comment that remind everybody that this is a tax that has been in place for a while now, and it's a tax basically we do not pay. It's paid for by the visitors that come to our community, and the funds collected from this are used to promote our Sweetwater County, Rock Springs, and Green River, and have been very helpful in bringing events like the Tiffin Rally we recently had, National High School Finals Rodeo, many BMX events, and everything else that we see in our community that does help expand our tax base through increased sales tax collection. So I do encourage everybody to support this one.
Well said. And we do have a second, so roll call.
Counselor West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Absolutely, yes. Item number 7, resolution 2022-80.
A resolution accepting and approving Amendment 1 to the fiscal year 2020 Air Service Improvement Plan Cooperative Agreement between Sweetwater County, Wyoming, the City of Green River, Wyoming, the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and authorizing and directing Timothy A. Como as mayor and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk to execute said amendment on behalf of the City of Rock Springs.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo?
move to approve Resolution 2022-80.
We do have a motion to approve resolution 2022-80. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 8, Resolution 2022-81.
A resolution authorizing and directing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the city of Rock Springs, Wyoming, to accept and approve a budget revision to the budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2022.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
President West.
move to approve Resolution 2022-81.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-81. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 9, Resolution 2022-82.
A resolution accepting and approving an amendment to the grant award agreement between the Wyoming Office of Homeland Security and City of Rock Springs, and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk of the City of Rock Springs to execute said amendment 2 on behalf of said city.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilwoman Demus.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-82.
We do have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-82. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. Item number 10, Resolution 2022-83.
A resolution establishing a pay plan and insurance benefits for department heads and non-bargaining unit employees of the City of Rock Springs, and authorizing Timothy A. Como as mayor of the City of Rock Springs and Matthew L. McBurnett as city clerk for the City of Rock Springs to implement said pay plan and insurance benefits for the 2022-2023 fiscal year.
Councilors, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
Councilman Batolo.
move to approve Resolution 2022-83.
We have a motion to approve Resolution 2022-83. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's called. Roll call.
Counselor Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes, Councilors, this is going to take us to the ordinance section of our agenda, of which we have 3 ordinances, all on third reading, beginning with Ordinance 2022-07, third reading.
An ordinance amending the official zoning map of the City of Rock Springs from I-2 heavy industrial to the zoning designation of R3 medium density residential, a parcel of land totaling 59.43 acres and located in all of the east half of Section 22, Township 19 North, Range 105 West, 6th Principal Meridian, and a tract of land located in number 20 of Section 22, resurvey of Township 19 North, Range 105 West, 6th Principal Meridian in the City of Rock Springs, County of Sweetwater, State of Wyoming.
Councilors, third reading, what's your pleasure?
Matt, you just doubled the length of our meeting with that one. I'll move to approve.
We do have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Batolo,
No.
Savage,
No.
West,
No.
Hickerson,
No.
Zadi,
No.
Demus,
No.
Robinson,
No.
Mayor Como.
No. This brings us to item number 2, Ordinance 2022-08, third reading.
An ordinance amending the official zoning map of the City of Rock Springs from R3 medium density residential to the zoning designation of B2 CD Community Business District Conditional District, a parcel of land totaling 14.470 acres and located in Section 27, Resurvey Township 19 North, Range 105 West of the 6th Principal Meridian in the City of Rock Springs, County of Sweetwater, State of Wyoming.
Councilors, what's your pleasure? Third reading.
Your Honor.
Councilman Hickerson.
Finally, some laughter in here.
I move to approve ordinance 2022-08.
We do have a motion to approve ordinance 2022-08. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor Savage,
Completely unrelated. I wanted to do a shout out for how great the cemetery looked. I was going to say it earlier and I forgot. We were out there setting up flowers and flags, and it looked really good this year. I don't know if it was mentioned last meeting, but it's even if it was, it's worth saying it again. And
Thank you, Al.
Sure.
Pass that on to
Yeah,
staff.
thank you. And yes,
West,
on two.
Yes.
Hickerson,
Yes.
Zadi, Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
I'm going to abstain for the reason that I believe we had done, required a legal description for the property. This brings us to item number 3, ordinance 2022-09, third reading.
An ordinance amending Article 1-7 entitled Council Meetings, Order of Business, Rules, and Committees of the Ordinances of the City of Rock Springs, Wyoming, whereas the governing body of the City of Rock Springs desires to modify Article 1-7 entitled Council Meetings, Order of Business, Rules, and Committees, Section 1701, 1703, 1704, and 1707 of the ordinances of the City of Rock Springs for the purpose of updating and clarifying the governing body's procedural rules.
Councilors, third reading, what's your pleasure?
Your Honor,
President West?
move to approve ordinance 2022-09.
Councilors, we do have a motion to approve ordinance 2022-09 on third reading. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second's been called. Roll call.
Counselor West,
All because of a Christmas tree or a pine tree. Yes.
Hickerson,
True
Yes.
story.
Zadi,
Yes.
Demus,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Batolo,
Yes.
Savage,
Yes.
Mayor Como.
Yes. And councilors, with no further business to come before this governing body, this meeting is adjourned.